Ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah. The bubbles are gross. Gross. You should probably put it in there when you.
I will. I'll leave it and record it.
You're going to record your dada.
You sure are. Here we go. Probably has to be really quiet, right?
Yeah. So the noise doesn't make it go down and not up. Touch it. We haven't even put it in.
Oh my gosh!
It's elephant toothpaste. It's a spearmint. It's on YouTube. We can taste it.
It reminds me of something else that we've been learning about that explodes. What have we been learning about that explodes?
It's lava coming out.
It could be lava coming out. What else?
What is an air hole?
You see some air holes. What did we learn about air holes?
I see. That they come out when it dries.
Just a second, I gotta hear about these air holes.
That comes out when it dries slow.
And which rocks had the air holes? Listen carefully. The igneous rocks had the air holes. What kind of rocks did you guys just make? You just made an igneous rock because the igneous rock comes right out of the volcano. Hang on. The igneous rock comes right out of the volcano.
Touch it.
And it comes out as, how does igneous rock start? I forgot.
I have an idea.
Magma, and when it comes out, it is
Igneous.
lava.
There's a bubble.
All right, I will touch it.
With the soap. You should put the soap in more.
Scoop back. Remember what I said?
What if we tried both of them?
Hang on. Wait, we got more questions. Hang on, Mama. Let me test it. I will touch it, and I will give you an observation. While I'm doing that, I'll tell you how it feels. Look at what she's doing over there. Does anybody see what she's doing?
It's elephant toothpaste.
What do you think she's doing?
Writing.
What is she writing?
What she sees.
She's writing what she sees. If you would like to record some of your observations right now, what did you see that happened? You can do that in number 4 and number 5.
Number 6.
It feels like bubble bath.
Feels like a bubble.
Feels like a bubble bath.
Now taste it.
Now, oh honey, this is one of those things we probably shouldn't taste. Am I right?
Yeah, because it's a spearmint and it's elephant toothpaste.
All right, everybody write some observations down. And remember I said you're going to get to come look at it, so write your observations. Write some observations so that we can look at this. I want you to feel the
It's not bigger.
Is that what you observed? That's your observation.
I'll never try cold.
Is that what you observed? That's your observation.
I'll never try cold water today.
Hang on to that question. Hold that question. I want to hear it in a little while. It's okay. You can keep observing. You can keep, like the scientists do, they keep making observations over time.
Can I step closer now? I can't make my observation.
It is, but now Karsten over here made another observation about it.
You should put this up in right now.
What was your other observation, Karsten, about it right now? What was happening?
It could go high or low.
But what's happening to it now?
It's getting low.
It's getting low. Okay, so put your pencils down for a minute. I want you to whisper to your neighbor some observations, and then I want to hear some of them. Raise your hands and hear some of your observations. So whisper to your neighbor. Thank you, Talon. Who else is whispering to their neighbor some observations? All right. Listen very carefully. Finley is going to whisper, or Finley's going to share one of her observations. What's one of your observations, Finley? David, I can't hear Finley. Go ahead. It erupted. Give me an observation.
What if the food coloring mixes in with the water?
Were you asking another question? Like we could have that question maybe later at the end of the experiment? Hold on to it. Don't lose it. Somebody, oh, you have another observation?
Is it going to be on YouTube? It fizzed up.
It fizzed up. Did you hear that word, fizzed up? What does fizzed up mean? What does fizz mean? Bubbles. All right, Miss Sabine, what'd you observe? It flowed. Show me with your hands. What does flowed look like? Yeah, flowed. All right, Karsten and Rylan, spoons in your bowl. Listen carefully. I know there's not a spot for it, but would you flip your paper over, and if this experiment made you come up with another question about it, would you write that question for me? That's for later. But you're right, that's for later. Flip it over, and if this experiment made you think of a question, write that question. Some of you have already thought of a question. Somebody asked me if we could do it a different way. Yep, write it on the back. What's another question you would have about it? Yeah, I want a new question. Because remember, questions lead to more experiments.
I haven't finished mine.
And wouldn't we like to see this explode again?
Are you gonna write something back now?
Write a sentence for me, Will.
I'm not done. Hey, look it. This is second. This is second. Look, I finished.
David, you're writing questions in the back here.
This is a taste.
And I want to hear a couple of your questions. Wow, I hear some sounding out over here. What's going on? Some writing over here? I know you, my dear, can write in a sentence. You. What's your question?
So, I guess, why did it explode? And then, what?
Let's see this question. Hey, a couple more seconds. We're going to put our pencils down.
I'm already done. I'm only done two.
All right, 5, 4, my turn. Oop. 3.
4.
Oh, I'm sorry, David. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Right over there, a whole line of them. Spoons in their bowl, pencils are down, eyes are on me. Craziness going on here. Whisper to your neighbor what your new question is. If you had a new question, whisper to your neighbor what it is. And then I want to hear about it. Who has a new question? New question. Okay. Will, I know you had a new question.
And I have 2 more.
Okay, let's hear it. Charlie, listen to this. 2 questions.
What if we do warm, medium, cold, and warm?
So what if we change the temperature of the water? Ooh, good one. That calls for another experiment. Charlie, give me a question.
What would happen? I mean, how is it bubbling up? How did it do that?
That is a fabulous question. How did it do that?
Like, how do you?
How could we find the answer to that?
We could.
Do you have some ideas of how we could?
Up on YouTube.
We could look it up on YouTube.
And we didn't even put all of that stuff in. We only put like 1 drop.
So now you're making me think of a question. What if we put
All of it.
There's a question. What if we put all of it in?
Let's do it now.
Oh, hang on. Let's hear the rest of these questions. Will, spoons in your bowl. Carson, did you have a question? Why did the peroxide blow up? I didn't even think of that question. That's a
Look
good
at
one.
it now.
How could we find out why peroxide blows up? I put that on my hair. I don't want my hair to blow up.
Look at it now.
Boys, sit on your bottoms. All right,
Hair is poopy.
one more question. Brandon, do you have